Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today we are on day 5 of our 5-day workshop, Money Consciousness Masterclass. And I wanted to really welcome you back to our last session of 2021. So it's exciting and it's a little bit sad at the same time because 2021 is about to finish, and I'm sure this time of each year is very sensitive to everyone because not only we have holiday season coming up, also December is kind of like a moment of, I would hope, self assessment, self aspiration, and planning for next year. And also a moment when you kind of think, what have I achieved in this entire year? What did I dream about? Has this come to my physical world? Has it not? So, this time of the year is a very special one. So, that's why it's exciting. And at the same time, it's just a little bit sad to be thinking, well, the year is finished. And I do hope that each and one of you has accomplished incredible things in this year, despite of all the challenges that we were facing outside and inside of our world. And you are also ready and excited for the new upcoming year next month. So welcome back, everyone. Once again, if you are watching us live, please do say hello in a chat box. If you are watching us as a replay, please do put hashtag replay. For those of you who have been with us since the beginning of this week, once again, a huge congratulations. As you might now understand that your behavior is the reflection of what's going on inside of your mind. So if you've been with us from the beginning of this week and you've gone through 4 sessions this week, you would probably hear me saying that your current results in finance, in your relationships, in your well-being are the reflection of what's going on inside of your subconscious mind. And your current results are nothing but a feedback to each and one of you. Where were you with your mind last week, last month, or the past few months? The current results have nothing to do with your potential. The current results have nothing to do how smart you are, or if you doubt yourself and you think, I haven't achieved what I wanted. Often people doubt themselves. They think they're not ready. They think they don't have what it takes. But once again, guys, this is something so important to understand. Give yourself the credit for trying, for being here. If you have been with us since the beginning, you have dedicated every single day that 1 hour, and that is a commitment. That behavior of yours shows your commitment, your desire to succeed, your desire to move forward, your desire to take your life forward, and your faith in you. Because if you didn't have that, you wouldn't even bother. You wouldn't even be in our community. You wouldn't even listen to me or any people who talk about personal growth and development. So once again, congratulate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back, because that is the starting point. Wanting, that desire of want. And then the path to personal growth and development unfolds. And it unfolds different for different people. Some people just jump into it and they straight go on to like coaching, mentoring, because they just want quick results. Some people take it a little bit easier. And it's okay. Whatever you are, it's okay as long as you are moving forward. What is, I would say, quite sad sometimes is where people sit and wait and do nothing. And there are a lot of people who sit and wait for the right moment, for things to be in the right position financially or time-wise. They wait until they are ready. And that is something truly sad, because what is happening, there's a lot of time being wasted. So that waiting period is nothing but wasted time, the time that you'll never get back. Whereas if you just keep moving forward, if every single day you try to learn something about yourself, you try to improve at least 1% of your day-to-day activities, of your behavior, you're observant of your behavior, this is where by end of each month you're going to see a huge change. By end of each year you're going to see an incredible results, the visible results. So it's all about moving forward. If you wait and you sit still, you're actually going backwards. And this is something that I have discovered a long time ago. My mentor actually used to say it, and I couldn't quite get it. I was thinking, well, if I'm sitting in one place, I'm just here. But the truth is that we live in ocean of motion. Nothing rests, everything moves forward. If you look around, everything moves forward. Technology and everything else moves forward. Businesses grow. If the business doesn't grow, it means it's going backward. So you have to be always moving forward, and that is your birthright. Your birthright is to expand and express yourself. That is your life purpose. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most fascinating topic that I often talk about, which is money. So today we're going to be talking about how to create financial freedom for yourself. And once you do it for yourself, obviously you also affect people around you. So your loved ones, your friends and family as well. So topic of money is a very interesting topic because it's all about what do you hold here in your subconscious mind when it comes to money. And those beliefs and those habits, when it comes to money, those are reflected in your current income. So whatever you do, when you look in your bank account, that is the reflection, that income you're getting in every single month is the reflection of what's going on inside of your mind when it comes to money. So it's those beliefs, those habits. Are there positive beliefs? Are they negative beliefs? Those habits, do you have good habits about money? Do you have poor and limiting habits about money? And this is something we're going to talk about today. Today, I would like you to really spend that moment during this session and really be open-minded to what we are here about to share with you. And I would like you to listen to the concept that we are presenting to you. And I would like you to really think about how this applies into your life. And I would like you to think about your behavior and your own beliefs and your own habits when it comes to money. Because the moment when you realize what is holding you back from becoming financially free, this is the moment of change. This is the moment of you having that clarity and awareness of what you can do to increase your income. And it's nothing to do with working harder. So this is something that we're going to talk about today as well. So now I would like to ask each and one of you, who wants to earn more money? And please do give me a yes with an exclamation mark in the chat box if you do want to earn more money. Happy Friday. Yay. Thank you so much. Hello, Nicole. Great to have you with us. And happy Friday to you too, guys. Excellent. So please let me know in the chat box, do you have a desire to earn more money? I know you would say it's not a rocket science, it's not a difficult question. Of course, everyone wants to earn more money. And yes, you might be right. However, the difference between people who want to earn more money and the difference between the people who have a strong desire to earn more money is huge. And that gap and that difference between wanting and having a strong desire, that is the difference between people who are not making it happen and people who are making it happen in a big way. Because if you just want to do something, that want is not strong enough. There's many people who want more stuff. There's many people who want more money. There's many people who want different life. But when you really talk to them and ask them, what do you do about it? There's not many people willing to pay the price. And there is a price for each and one of you to pay. And there could be different price for different people, it depends where you are, but there definitely is a price to pay. That price might be in your commitment, time-wise. You need to be studying in order for you to earn more money, to create that financial freedom. You need to be studying because, once again, guys, something that I've been talking about quite a lot this week, your results in any area of your life represent what's going on in your mind. It's not the effect of the outside world. It's not the effect of economy. It's not the effect of your employer that they don't pay you enough. It's all about what is happening in your subconscious mind, because your outer world, and today we talk about money, your outer world represents your inner world. So everything starts within your mindset, and then your physical results are the expression of your inner subconscious beliefs. So now going back to money, and I have lots of thumbs up. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, please. Absolutely fantastic. So the topic of money, it's a very interesting topic. I absolutely love this topic because my awareness has grew so much for the past 5-6 years than probably for 30 plus years of my life. Because where I was with terms of money 10 years ago, I lived with very limiting beliefs when it comes to money, and I had very negative habits. And one of the limiting beliefs I grew up with, and I believe a lot of people did, is that money doesn't grow on tree and you have to work hard to become financially free. Not only that, but the topic of money was almost like a taboo. Not in my family, thank God, like my parents, and we kind of talked about money quite openly. So even from a young age, we had this kind of open discussion about money. But amongst other people, it was almost like it was rude to talk about money. It was rude to ask people, how much did you pay for this, or how much did it cost you? Or if you were talking about money, then that was a very negative perception that somebody is full of themselves because they're trying to show off. So, in a society that I grew up, the subject of money was kind of not really raised because it made a lot of people uncomfortable. And if you started talking about money, obviously it was almost like it's rude to talk about money. So, how many of you can relate to this? How many of you have grew up with the belief, perhaps you still have it now, that discussing money or talking about money or asking people, hey, how much do you earn? It's not a question that you normally would raise, because it's just such a topic that we should never ask anyone about money. It's just not a good idea. How many people can relate to this? Because this is very important. This is the first step for each and one of you today to realize where are you programmed when it comes to money. Because unless you change your blueprint, unless you change your paradigm about money, then nothing will change. So this is this cybernetic mechanism that we talked about on Tuesday. And as you may remember from our lesson on Tuesday, that cybernetic mechanism is your self-image. And your self-image, you have a picture of yourself when it comes to money. You have a picture of yourself when it comes to the earnings. And the amount of money you earn right now, plus minus few thousand, let's say, you earn that money not because this is your full potential met, but because this is what you are comfortable with earning. And this is what your self-image tells you, that this is what you're going to be paid. And Sometimes this might be a little bit confusing because you may think, well, that's my level of my education, this is my experience, and obviously if I'm employed, that's the brackets I'm going to be earning the money for. But please understand that when you come across certain people, who I have come across on many occasions, they did not have the education I perhaps have. They did not have the experience that I thought I had, a better experience in certain areas, professional experience. Yet again, they were earning a lot more money in different ways. So that always puzzled me. Not only that puzzled me, but it made me to think that the beliefs I grew up with, that you have to be super smart, you have to go to the best education, you have to get a good job so then you can have a good pay, all these beliefs are not true. They're not true because for the past 15, 20 years, I've come across lots of people who actually were the opposite, and they were earning a lot more money than I was. So how many of you can relate to this? Yes, we have lots of relate, fantastic, excellent, guys. So keep on thinking about what is your belief when it comes to money. Now, when people say that, well, money is not everything, right? This is something I used to come across a lot. So when I used to talk even to some of you as well, or some of the prospects, and we would say, okay, so what about your income? What would you like to do? And what would you like to earn? And they would always pause. And there were not many people that I spoke to in the past who had said to me, this is what I want to earn, this exact figure. A lot of people were telling me, well, it's not about money, and money is not everything. How many of you have heard that statement? It's not about money, and money is not everything. Another belief that I grew up with, and I'll tell you a story how this belief has completely impacted my life in the most ridiculous way. But back then, that was my belief and I lived by it. Another belief that I grew up with was that money doesn't make you happy, doesn't bring you happiness. You cannot buy happiness with money. So I grew up with the belief that money doesn't make you happy and money doesn't buy you happiness. So what has happened in my mind was that belief, I literally heard it over and over again. And then when I was getting interviews, and I remember it was 15 years ago, a long time ago, and I remember I had two job offers, and one job offer was nearly twice as much. So it was about, I think, £12,000 more per year than the other job. So I've chosen, believe it or not, but I've chosen the lower paid job. Why? Because somehow my paradigm, my belief about money said to me that the more money I earn, the more unhappy I will be, because rich people are not happy. And another belief that I also had, you see, I've had so many limiting beliefs. So as I'm speaking through it, I hope you can relate to this, and I hope you can start realizing what are your limiting beliefs. What sort of beliefs do you have about money? Because maybe you have the same ones as I used to have, or maybe as I keep telling you my stories, there's going to be something that will trigger your memory as well, and you're going to all of a sudden remember your other beliefs, certain decisions in your life that you have made based on those beliefs you had about money. So that money belief literally made me to choose the lower paid job, because somehow, right now I have no idea how that did it, it makes no sense whatsoever, but back then it made perfect sense to me that if I go for a higher paid job, I'm going to be surrounded with wealthier people. Obviously, I'm going to be earning more money, and that will create unhappiness because wealthy people are unhappy. Why? Why did I have that belief? Because if you've heard any story about rich people, wealthy people, it was a disastrous story. It was that some sort of millionaire had committed suicide, or some millionaire had committed some sort of crime in a family. So if you heard any stories about wealthy people, it was the negative story. It was the negative story. So what we were exposed to these beliefs that not only money doesn't make you happy, but money make you unhappy. You become miserable. You become this evil person, or money makes you the bad person. And you can only imagine how ridiculous those beliefs are. But that's what we are exposed to. Let us know, guys, in a chat box, please, what sort of limiting beliefs you might have. What sort of limiting beliefs about money you might be holding in your subconscious mind. Maybe certain beliefs you've been living with, maybe you've never realized that those beliefs were holding you back. Because 15 years ago, I would never thought that that one belief was actually holding me back from earning more money. Because not only I had an opportunity to go onto a higher paid job with lots of opportunities to grow, but I've sabotaged it. I've sabotaged that choice because of my limiting beliefs, and I was not even aware that I'm sabotaging my potential to grow more, to earn more money. So it's so important to become aware of it. So please let us know, what are your beliefs? I can see some of you are saying, don't make too much because you'll lose it all in income tax. Yes, I've heard it before. I've actually heard this a lot. And when I speak to some of prospects here and we talk about what do they want, and when we go on to the subject of money, they said exactly that. I don't want to earn more money because I'm going to be paying more taxes. This is another belief that is holding majority people back. So you, each and one of you, have those limiting beliefs that are not even yours. That's the key. The key here is that those limiting beliefs are not yours. It's not that you made them up. What has happened is those beliefs were passed on to you from generation to generation. So you were living in an environment where those beliefs were passed on to them as well, without even realizing how limiting they are and how ridiculous they are. And because a lot of people don't question anything, and especially they don't question their own beliefs, they just live by that logic. And please do remember, guys, one more thing, which is very crucial. Every single time when you make a decision and you use your logic, and a lot of people do, 90+% of people do use logic instead of the feeling. Nobody uses the feeling, right? It's always the logic. It's always, this is logical, this is not logical. So please do remember, if you use your logic because it makes perfect sense to you, that logic of yours is based on your paradigm. And for those of you who are brand new today, just a quick recap. A paradigm is a multitude of habits and beliefs and your self-image you hold in the treasury of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind being a powerhouse, so 96% of the time you run on autopilot, driven by your subconscious mind programming. So your decision-making process based on your logic, that logic is based on your subconscious programming. Just like 15 years ago, it was completely logical to me to choose happiness over money. And I went for the lower paid job because I wanted to be happy. I've always wanted to be happy. And I said to myself, I love being happy and I need to sustain that happiness. I better go for a lower paid job, because otherwise, if I earn more money, that happiness might be destroyed. So I basically went for the happiness, which was illusion, because in the end that job turned out to be one of the worst jobs of my life. I basically nearly lost sleep over 2 years whilst I was at that job. So now you can see how your life is driven by your belief system, subconscious belief system. Now you can see how your decision-making process is driven by your subconscious habits and belief system. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about money and what makes you to be where you are right now is your subconscious habits when it comes to money. Another belief, another habit that I had a long time ago was the habit of mistreating money. So I did not treat the money I was earning with respect. What it means is I basically was spending it on anything and everything, and I didn't even know what I was spending my money on. I was just spending it freely. And that is a very negative habit, because money is it's such a beautiful topic. I could literally talk about it for hours and hours, but today we have a lot to cover, so I'm just finishing up with this one last example. Money is something we need to learn and understand. If we don't understand what is money, the chances are that we will not create that financial freedom. So what is money? Money is energy. Money is also very shy, so you have to invite it. Money doesn't speak, but money listens. And if you have not only negative beliefs about money, just like we talked about those beliefs, and if you have negative habits with money, so you spend more than you earn, or you spend it on stuff that you don't even know what you spend it on, just like I used to, then you're going to lose money, because money is like a person next to you. If you mistreat someone next to you, they're going to leave you, they're going to walk away. So if you don't have that respect for the person next to you, they're going to leave you. And money is the same. It's energy. So if you mistreat money, it's going to walk away from you. If you spend more than you earn, it's going to walk away from you. If also another belief is that you have to save for the rainy day. So there's a lot of people who are saving money just in a bank account. They keep it the money, or they keep it under the mattress. I suppose old school, doesn't happen anymore. But you know what I mean. You basically keep the money for the rainy day. That's another subconscious belief that people live by. Why? Because you grew up like that. Probably your parents did the same. And what happens is, because you become what you think about, so if you're saving for the rainy day, you will receive those rainy days for sure. Also, money, it has to be in circulation. So when you just put money on the side and it just stays there, money does not like to be left alone, and it's basically bored. So you have to put it into circulation. When you put money in the circulation, then money is making more money. You see what I mean? So if you really thank you so much for your comments. I can see that lots of you are resonating with what we talk about here, which is great. It's all about to really make you aware of it, because if we're not aware of it, that's why you keep living and creating the same results. And you probably heard me a lot saying that if you want to create financial freedom, it's not about hard work. It literally is not about hard work. That's another story of mine, is when I quit my corporate job and I started my own business. Not only I've doubled my income within 6-7 months, but I've also worked a lot less. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. So it's the opposite to the belief I grew up with, that you have to work harder. And not only I've done it, but my paradigm at some point was kicking back, saying, I'm not tired, I'm not exhausted, I'm making a lot of money. This is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. Something is going to happen. But because at that point I had that awareness, I just kind of dismissed it quick enough before it affects my results. But I had one of my clients who also was doing very well before we even met, and he was earning so much money that the paradigm kicked in, and it made him feel insecure, because he said, this is too good to be true. Something bad is going to happen. Something bad is going to happen. Guess what? He lost all the money. You really have to be so aware of how powerful you are. Majority of people have no idea how incredibly powerful you are. The one statement that I would meditate on every single day is that you become what you think about most of the time. So if you think about that money is the root of all evil, that money doesn't come easy, that money is not good for you and makes you unhappy, that's exactly what you're going to create, because you're going to be sabotaging your success. You'll not even try to earn more money, because just like some of you said, that belief of not wanting to earn more because of taxes will automatically stop you from even trying. So that is such a great awareness, to be really looking at yourself, at your behavior, at your beliefs, and at your habits. Because once again, guys, your income right now, it's not the result of hard work, and it's just the result of your inner beliefs. If you're in your inner self-image, if that's what you feel you're worthy, that's what you're going to be earning. But even if you're employed and you will shift your confidence, and then you'll say, I'm worthy more, you'll quit the employment, or you're going to find a better job. And if you think, I really want to earn more money, but you don't shift your confidence, you don't shift your beliefs, you'll just stay there. And you're just going to stay there wishing and hoping for things to change, and they won't. So it's so important. This is the driving part of everything. Now, so when it comes to the psychology and the mindset behind the money success, I would like to also tell you about the two universal laws that govern the area of earning money. So not only you have to learn and understand what money is, but you also have to study the laws of the universe. And the laws of the universe govern this universe. And you are a part of it. You are a huge part of this universe. You may doubt it, you may laugh at it, you may think, yeah, right. But if you laugh at it, if you doubt it, then you probably, I guarantee you, your results are going up and down, up and down. That's what it is. Because if you strongly believe it and you live by those laws, then you're creating a very good life for yourself, and you always expanding and expressing yourself, because that is the universal law as well. So the two laws that we're going to talk about today when it comes to money is the law of cause and effect, and the law of compensation. So now when it comes to money, and we have so many great minds in history who shared the wisdom behind earning the amount of money you want to earn. First of all, each and one of you wants to become financially free, as I believe. And second of all, being financially free means different things to different people. What my mentor used to say, and I found it so profound, is that majority of money think they want more money that they really need. However, they settle for a lot less than they deserve or desire. How true is this one? This is a beautiful and very strong statement. Most people want more money than they really need, but they settle for a lot less than they are capable of earning. Look around. Think about your life. Are you the one that wants to earn more money, but you're actually settling for a lot less that you are capable of earning? I know that each and one of you is here, not only during this session, but in our group, especially in our entrepreneur community, because you know that you are worth a lot more. You know this, you can feel it, that's why you're here. But knowing that is a huge part of the success. This is where you started to searching for answers. And I've been there years and years ago. I was searching for answers. But the other part of this law is also that you need to act towards it. Act towards it. Take certain actions, take certain risks. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be wishing and hoping forever. So, in the book by David Schwartz, The Magic of Thinking Big, he says that you can't harvest money unless you plant the seed that grows money. And the seed of money is service. Put service first, and then money will take care of itself. So that is the law of cause and effect. Whatever seed you plant in your mind, and do remember that your mind is like a garden, whatever you nourish it with, it will grow. It doesn't care what it grows, but it will grow whatever seed you're going to plant. If you plant the seed of negativity, of limiting beliefs, that is exactly what your mind will grow. It's the same in a garden. If you don't take care of the garden, of your garden, and if you don't plant the flowers, the seeds of the flowers you want to have, and you water it every single day, the weeds are going to grow. And the weeds grow much faster than the flowers. If you don't take care of your garden, if you neglect your garden, the weeds will overtake. It's the same with your mind. If you neglect your mind, the negative thinking will overtake, the negative habits will overtake. So, unless you really take care of your mind, of your mindset, and you are at the gatekeeper of the subconscious mind, and you will not allow any negative thought when it comes to money enter your subconscious mind, and instead you're going to plant the seed how to grow money, you will not get what you truly are capable of doing. So the laws of cause and effect is an incredible law because it works 100% of the time. Whatever is in your subconscious mind that's cause, that's the primary cause of your results. The effect is your results. So once again, guys, the results right now that you're getting in your bank account, the money that comes into your bank account, that's the effect of the cause. The cause is your paradigm, your belief system. What sort of beliefs do you hold? What sort of habits do you have about money and your self-image? Are you confident that you can earn more? Or you shying away and saying, I'm not ready. I don't have the qualification. I don't have the knowledge. I'm not smart enough. I'm not intelligent enough. And the excuses keep going. It's all right here. Another beautiful law of you earning more with less effort is the law of compensation. And the law of compensation is absolutely incredible. And I just wanted to share my slides with you so you can have a bit of visual effects here because you're going to remember it better. So the law of compensation states that, let me just play that for you, which is better. The law of compensation states that the amount of money you earn, and I really want you to think about it and your life and your income right now, okay? Today. The amount of money you earn will always be in the exact ratio to the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty there will be in replacing you. Now, you all have different jobs, you all have different businesses or different ideas for your business. So, no matter what you do, I believe that there is definitely a need for what you do. Definitely. And what you really have to focus on, so the other two will kind of take care of themselves, what you really have to focus on is your ability to do what you do. Whatever you do, whatever is your passion about, maybe you don't do what you're passionate about yet. And I highly encourage you to go after what you really are passionate about. This is something that we talked about yesterday a little bit. We talked about setting the right goals. We talked about that many people go after what they think they can get rather than what they truly desire. And I was also one of these people. I went after finance because I thought, well, I like mathematics. So what can I do with math? I'll just go into finance. And I've heard stories that people in finance earn a lot of money. So I went into finance. But I didn't earn a lot of money because of my limiting beliefs. So as you can see, it doesn't matter where you go, it doesn't matter what you choose. If your limiting beliefs or limiting habits are there, you will sabotage your success anyway. But what you have to really focus on is, what do you truly desire to do? Because when you do what you enjoy, when you have those worthy goals, and if you do want to learn about setting worthy goals more, go back to the session yesterday because we talked about it briefly, but we did mention the difference between worthy goals and goals that majority people go after. So when you do something you're really passionate about, then you will put more effort to become a master at what you do because you will enjoy it. You'll be mastering your skill every single day. And when you focus on your ability to do it, your ability to provide the service, your ability to sell, for example, if you are in a business and selling the product to your customers, if you focus on your ability to do it, the rest will take care of itself. And this is a beautiful quote by Buckminster, and he said, Buckminster Fuller, and he said that never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. Once again, guys, think about this quote and your life. Never change things by fighting the existing reality. So what many people are doing, they fight the existing reality. They try to work harder. It's like that fly from U Square. For those of you who have been with us long enough, during our Tuesday book club, we talked about U Square, that fly that was hitting against the window. Even though 180 degrees, there was the door open and just could have changed the approach and let herself free. So what most people do, they find the existing reality. They just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until that leads them into exhaustion. Or most people, if they want to earn more money, they go and work harder, they put extra hours, they get a second job, but that is never sustainable because eventually that leads you to exhaustion. So what you have to do, you have to change something within the ways you do, and you have to build that new model that makes the existing model obsolete. So what it really means is that you have to start doing things in a completely different way. You have to think about what you're doing right now and you have to change it. You have to change it by doing illogical things, by going after something that you truly desire, even though you might not be ready. This is where majority people are stuck. They're waiting for the right time, right moment, the money that's going to be there dedicated for it. But the truth is, the money is never going to be there waiting for you to just spend it on whatever you want. You just choose what you spend your money on. And you either spend it on stuff or you invest it in you. But your choice is done by your logic. And majority of us grew up with the logic that we just spend money on stuff, on the house, on refurbishing the house, on holiday, on clothes, food, and all the joy that is sometimes short term. But we rarely invest in ourselves. But when you follow all the great minds in history, every single person, and I have not come across a person that is highly successful and who said that they've never ever worked with the right mindset. Every single person says the mindset is the key. Every single one of them. The mindset is the key. So every single person is where they are achieving the huge success because they're aware of the power of their own mind. So they invest the time and money to make it better. And that is so, so true. So now when you think about your income, once again, I really want you to be aware that majority of people, about 95 to 97% of people, is using the wrong strategy to earn the money. And what we teach in our mentorship program, we make people aware not only there, but we help them to develop the M3 strategies. So there are 3 strategies that are used by people to make money. It's M1, M2, and M3. And the M3 strategy is the key strategy. This is the strategy that all these great and successful people in terms of finance use. But let's just start from M1 strategy. M1 strategy is used by 97% of people. And M1 strategy is when you exchange your time for money. So what it means is that you go to work, you're employed, you've got a set salary, and you do your work 9 to 5 usually, and you get your check. That's M1 strategy. You exchange your time for money. And if you have children or your loved ones that you would like to pass this information on, I would highly suggest that you should really learn about these strategies and do this yourself first, because otherwise you can't pass it on to another person, and teach your children M3 strategy. Because if you don't, then the chances are they will never learn. And I can promise you guys, because I used to study economics and nobody was teaching us how to earn money. We were just taught about money, what money is, how to count money and all that stuff, but never how to earn money. There's no education that I'm aware of that teaches you how to earn money. That's why majority people, 97%, is stuck in M1 strategy. M2 strategy is a lot better, and it's used by about, I would say, 3% of people. And this is where people use money to invest to make them more money. So they use the money and they make more money with investment. That's a great strategy, but a lot of people from M1 strategy have heard about this strategy and they're trying to invest, not knowing much about investment. So there are lots of chances that people may lose the money. So what's really good to do here is to hire a professional investor. So somebody who has a proven record and they can help you to invest your money. Obviously, you have to pay a fee for the service, but it's definitely better. The M2 strategy is definitely better than M1 strategy. With the M1 strategy, what also happens is when people realize that they would want to earn more money, what they normally do in majority of cases is they either go and requalify themselves because they think, well, maybe my job is not paying me as much as I'm worth, so I'm going to change my jobs. In order for me to change my job, I need to get more qualifications. So they go out and invest time, because let's face it, it costs you time. Time is money as well. But they invest a lot of time to get another degree. I've spoken to so many people like that who said, I want to have more security in my life. I'm going and getting another qualification just in case I need it, just in case I can choose and go for another job. So that's what people do in M1 strategy. They just do something they know how to. They just go and get another degree. So they work harder for that degree and they get another job. It's the same vicious circle. They still are exchanging time for money, just a little bit more money, but still the same stuff. Or what people do in M1 strategy, they go and get a second job, or they do overtime because it brings them extra income. As you may remember from our book club about U Square, we have been raised to believe that if you make a 5 to 10% increase, that is a great result. And sometimes even if you work for a company in sales, you make a 10% decrease, 15% decrease, 20%, oh my gosh, that's incredible. But that is not reflecting your true potential. U Square talks about the quantum leap strategy, where you can without any further effort, double, triple, quadruple your income without any further effort, because this is physics. It's been observed that particles can jump few levels up without using more energy. It's the same with you guys. You can double, triple, quadruple your income within relatively short period of time. It took me about 2 to 6 months to double my income with less time that I used to dedicate to my corporate job. This is a real story. And I'm talking about 6, 7 years ago when I was just a very beginner of this information, and I made it happen because it's physics. You're a part of this universe, and you also are governed by these universal laws. Those laws don't pick and choose who they like more. It works the same for everyone. Either you understand it and you are using your potential to develop towards it, or you don't understand it and then your results are up and down and you're frustrated and you're upset and you start doubting yourself. So it's very important to understand the money, the laws of universe that govern this universe, and your true potential, how to recognize it and how to bring it to the surface. So now in M1 strategy, even if people go for the second job or go out and get another degree, spend 3 years studying towards it, let's face it, guys, 3 years studying, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. For what percentage of income? What percentage of increase of income? You have to ask yourself those questions. Even if you're going for another degree, even if you're going for another qualification, dedicating 3 years minimum, I would imagine, 3 years to another degree, or maybe 6 months to another qualification, how much money you're going to make more? You need to be aware of it. Because if you don't, then you're literally just going like a blind person through life. You need to be aware. You need to be aware of it. Why you're doing what you're doing? What's the outcome? What's the result? Think about it, okay? So please think about it in your life. And then the last strategy, the M3 strategy, which is used by only 3% of people, but those 3% of people are making 97% of all the money that's being made. That strategy is where you multiply your time and you earn money by multiplying your time. So what it means is you are creating multiple sources of income. Once again, you're creating multiple sources of income. So you might be sleeping and the money might be coming into your account because you are setting up multiple sources of income. Now, straight away, you may ask me, well, what should I do? What can I do? There's loads of ways you can create multiple sources of income. And you've probably heard about some of them and you may think, oh, it's not for me, I don't want it. But the whole idea, it's not what you can do, because those ideas will come to you when you start developing your mind towards the money mindset, towards the prosperity. Once you start developing your mindset towards prosperity, the idea will come. So today we're not going to talk about examples of multiple sources of income because it's not the case. The case is that whatever you think about, you create. And I can tell you guys what I'm doing with my money today, the way I'm investing my money, reinvesting it, the way I've put my money in circulation so that I'm making more money. It's completely different to 10 years ago. It's completely different. Completely. There's even nothing to compare. It's like a different Alex. And that only happened because my mind has shifted incredibly. I see opportunities in so many ways. I can create opportunities rather than just spending the money. I actually see the opportunities of investing money so I can see how the money is making money. So there is another multiple sources of income. So those ideas will come to you when you start expanding your mind, when you start shifting your self-image when it comes to an income, to money. when you start seeing how your negative beliefs are limiting the potential of you earning the money, and this only can start when you are open to this. When you're open to this, there's so many incredible books on that. And I would say you can start reading the books, which is great. But if you've been with us for a while, you will know that reading books is not enough, because based even on our workshop this week, when you just read books, it's all happening here in your conscious mind. You gather knowledge, but it doesn't mean you're going to act on it. It doesn't mean you're going to apply it, because the application, the behavior, which is the application, is the reflection of your mindset, the way your mind is set. So what I'm going to do now, because we're going to wrap up very soon, and because this is our last session this year, I just want you to give you a little bit of recap for this week before we go. So please stay with us a few more minutes. And I would like to really encourage you to think about, once again, just to recap everything we talked about today, think about where you are right now with money. Okay? Just write the amount of money that you earn right now. Then write another amount that you would want to earn. So write the amount of money that you believe you would be very happy with. So, like I said before, many people want more money than they really need. But what is the exact amount of money that you want to earn? Many people have no idea about this. They have no idea. They just say 1 million, 10 millions. But why? I don't know. It just sounds good. There is a process to it. There is a process to how to make your mindset set for success. And what I'm going to do actually is, I've just thought about it right now, because we are running out of time completely. And I would like to share with you with one tip on how to set that mindset money. So what I'm going to do is, before the end of the year, I'm going to go live in this group, in our entrepreneur group, and I'm going to go live, and I'm going to tell you how to set that amount of money that will reflect your desire to be financially free. Okay? Because we don't have enough time today, and this is quite important. So please just keep your eyes open in the group. There's going to be announcement probably 2-3 days before I'm going to go live, and before the end of the year, I'm just going to give you the Christmas gift from me, to tell you the exact formula, how to come up with the amount of money that you truly desire. Okay, so I'll show you how to do the calculations backwards, and so on and so forth. So please do watch out for this live. It's going to be 15-20 minute live, maybe up to half an hour. So then have that exact amount of money, and then make a decision what you're going to do about it to make it happen. Because I really want you to be aware, especially at this time of the year when 2021 is almost finished, and then you're going to enter the next year with the hope that something might change for you, with the wishful thinking of something might change for you. But I really want to save you a lot of time and disappointment, and say to you guys that unless you do something different with your action plan, nothing is going to change for you. I know it might be like a slap on the face, and you may think, oh my gosh, Alex, you have no faith. No, I do have faith, but I also have understanding based on my own experience. Unless you have some written plan of action and a determined decision to make it happen, and your behavior will change, so you're literally going to get yourself out of the comfort zone every single day next year, nothing's going to change for you. You're just going to enter next year, which is in a few weeks, with a hope and a wish for a better year. And then, boom, March is going to come. Boom, July is going to come. And then we're going to be back in November or December again. And you're going to think, whoa, where this year has gone, I don't know. But what has changed? Not much. So I really want you guys to be honest with yourself, if you have that burning desire to make it happen. If you're not ready and prepared with a certain strategy for next year, then you're really living in that delusion. And I'm just wanted to save you a lot of time and frustration. If you think, okay, I've tried so many things and I don't know what to do, here is an option. As I said yesterday, if you're ready for more, if you've been with us for a while and you've known me probably for months and months, because I know that some of you have been with us for a long time, and sometimes you have to face it, you have to say, I've tried, but I'm now ready for more. I want to have visible results. I want to have a support system. I want to have guidance. I want to have a proven strategy, mindset strategy to make the 2022 a better year, an awesome year. If you feel that, if that's what resonates with you, you can either join us straight away. I can see that Nicole has posted a link. Thank you so much, Nicole. You can either join us straight away. There's few options how to join us, our 6 months mentorship program. And I'll also make you another Christmas present. If you join us by Tuesday next week, you'll get 9 months in the price of 6. 9 months in the price of 6 if you make your decision quick and you will not change it. So by Tuesday, you'll get 9 months for the price of 6. What I also want to tell you guys that the price of our mentorship program will be going up next year. It's going to go up next year because we offer so much value, so much support to our clients that we're basically investing and reinvesting a lot in the strategies, in the mindset coaching and everything, that we are literally raising the price next year. So I really want you guys to make that decision. If that's what resonates with you, go for it. Take a leap of faith, go for it. There is a link. If you still have doubts and you just want to talk to me and I can help you to get rid of those doubts, I can help you to point you in the right direction, book a 30-minute call with me. Don't be shy, don't hesitate. Let's make that call. I'm very happy to talk to you for 30 minutes, see where you are and see where you can be next year. So that's pretty much it from us today, this week. I really hope that you've enjoyed this workshop. It's been an incredible pleasure as always. I absolutely love being here with you guys, and I cherish every single workshop like this from the bottom of my heart because I absolutely love sharing with this phenomenal and life-changing information here with you. So thank you so much for being here with us today. I can see so many of you are present. So thank you so much for your time, for your trust, for your dedication, for your faith. And I want each and one of you to be successful because you know you can. I know you can because I know how your mind works. I know that you have so much potential within each and one of you. You just have to recognize it and bring it to the surface. You just have to really see how much you are worth and how much you are capable of. And I hate seeing people who waste lots of time and who doubt themselves, who don't have faith in themselves, who lack that confidence. And I hate seeing that. So I really want you guys to see that for yourself. I want you to look in the mirror today and I want you to recognize this incredible potential within yourself, that you were born with this marvelous mind and that potential is sitting there, is asleep, and it's waiting to be waken up. And I'm here to really help you to do it. And I hope that this workshop gave you some direction, gave you some information, and I really hope that it gave you that light at the end of the tunnel when you can see that it's all here. It's not out there. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. It's all here. So I really want you to be in that mindset of taking responsibility for your own life, because the moment when you do, you can change anything you really want. Completely anything. So once again, thank you so much. Please do keep an eye on that extra bonus session before Christmas. I don't know when exactly I'm going to go live, but please keep an eye so you can put a notification on in this group so you're notified when we go live, so you're not going to miss it. So I believe it's somewhere in the right corner in your settings. So please make sure you're notified. And we're going to give you a couple of days warning that we're going live. Okay, so please keep an eye on it. And I look forward to those of you who are ready to take their life forward, perhaps your business forward. And I look forward to those conversations, and I look forward to those people who are ready to make that decision and start the new year just in a few weeks with a mindset set for success and to be a part of our Thinking into Results family. Thank you very much. Once again, have a beautiful weekend, and I'll speak to you very soon. Take care.